Okay, question two. I'm now going to do a bit of an evaluation on the film, the final cut, and we'll get started with the ident. Okay, I'm just going to stop it right there. After the ident, we come up to these titles. Okay, the titles, in my opinion, is all about romance, and for that reason, makes it a nice feel to it. It lulls the audience into a false sense of security, and as well, you can see the writing more romantic. It also makes a nice combination between um, our ancillary products as well. As like you can tell, that has the same writing on it, and it also has this romantic feel to it. Okay, I'm just going to shut this down and enlarge the player. Okay. Oh, I just want to skip back to actual logo. Okay. It's meant to be like a computer, and you've got the O's and the ones, again, binary, and that's exactly what it represents. And we wanted it like that for a reason. When people see an ident, they instantly recognise the brand, so such as New Line Cinema, people instantly recognise that, and they think Lord of the Rings, that sort of thing, going into sci-fi sort of fantasy. Um, and it's the same with 20th Century Fox. I know it's going to be a big budget film. Just skip forward. Okay, the alarm clock. Now, the alarm clock is effective in the sense of it instantly goes off, and that the titles that lulled the audience into this false sense of security is now smashed completely apart. It adds to the realism, but it's also quite a common thriller convention. So we decided to keep that, and in my opinion, it's a very good effect. Okay. I absolutely love this point of view shot, just for the fact of it's different. Um, it shows the tension building up. Again, lulling the audience into this false sense of security, which is what we want them in. But it's also quite realistic. It's just a guy getting up and getting his clothes, which with an adult drama is what we want. I'm just going to continue. Okay. Another favourite of mine is the mirror scene. As you can see, it's got a nice effect on it. It shows its haziness, shows the days. Um, Again, effective in the sense of it makes us know sort of how he's feeling at the time. And you can tell in Adams, who plays Chris, his face. He's acting superb, and he looks distraught, looks a bit torn, and again he looks tired. Okay. As I've said previously, effectiveness of this scene just sets the plot, sets the story to go forward. Okay, next bit. In this kitchen scene, I mean, this is the majority of the film. This is where we find out whether he makes that deal with the devil and sells his soul to kill his mother, and picks up that poison and puts it in the cup. The keep calm and carry on is so symbolic, and the effectiveness of that symbolism on on the tea cosy is incredibly important because it's almost like imagery. It's allowing the audience to think, well, hold on a minute, he does this every day of his life. Almost puts them in his shoes, in their perspective, and that's what it's meant to represent. It's also a thing for the actor as well. And it shows some excellent characterisation. It shows us what's going on in his head, what he's thinking. I'd also like to just a few small bits and pieces. It's so traditional, this kitchen. Cupboard door slightly broken. He's got a hot pot on. He's got his tea, coffee, that sort of thing. Kettle there. Milk. It's so kitchen sink. It's so real that the audience can almost just totally relate to it. Oh, another thing. British films are traditionally we tend to have like many kitchen sink dramas such as Kes by Kenneth Loach. You've got many soap operas, which although they're a bit far fetched, they do represent real life in a sense. And we drink tea. British people have been stereotypically known for liking tea, so that's why we've used that as well. And back to the Keep Calm and Carry On sign, the tea cosy. That's also an excellent representation of British. Excellent. You can see the poison there. You can see how effective it is, him pulling it out of the cupboard. I'd just actually like to rewind that and see that again. You can almost see the bemusement in his face, just of how insane he's actually looking at the moment.